the ground, putting it down. Get up, get it, get up. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Well, see, I don't have very much time to get you guys interested in it. Today we're going to talk about uranium. Welcome to the back to the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D, your host. We're going to talk about uranium here in a minute. I'm going to compare two different companies. Yeah, just get my workout in. You know how I get down. Just trying to get stronger and be ready to rock and roll. But anyway, we're going to talk about two of our favorite uranium companies. Now, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit that button there. Do us a favor. Help the algorithm. Do your part, and we'll do our part. We'll get you into these stocks real early, like we did with these two I'm going to talk about: Next Gen and Energy Fuels. We'll see which one's a better pick right now. We'll take a look at it. We'll just take a look at the Yahoo article. I don't know if you guys saw it. We'll take a look at it. But marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow. Companies get an early hold and grow rich. This particular book was written in 2018. So that was like 7 years ago, is what it says. It says 2019 here, the copyright. It was actually 2018. It says, on Yahoo, of when the ebook came out. And then sometimes you do, if the ebook is successful, then you do the paperback book a little later. But in this book here, the companies to get in early, hold and grow rich. I had a list of uranium companies. Cannabis companies were in there. Cannabis was real hot. Nobody's even thinking about vanadium or uranium or anything else, Bitcoin or anything else. 7 years ago, But I had just a hunch that uranium was going to do all right. So when you get a hunch, bet a bunch. Is it Rick Roll? So I had a hunch when these stocks were pennies, and in this particular, Next Gen was $677 million market cap in this book. What is it now? Next Gen's about what, 3.86 billion, from 677 million to three, just in a few short years, And then Energy Fuels, UU was 318 million in this book. 318 million. It's now 1.28 billion. So they've grown considerably. Both have, and many of the companies in there. In fact, wait a couple days. We'll give you this one. Will be you can get it. You can get a free copy of it. You can get a free copy of the paper of the ebook copy. Now, the paperback copy also has a list of the bonus list of gold and silver stocks. So you won't get it all, but Mark calls that his secret weapon. That's his secret weapon. He didn't. I met with him, and he didn't even bring this book. He says he locked it up. He locked it up. He said, "I'm locking that one up, Mickey D. No, you can't. You can't have it. You don't even want anybody to see those stocks in there. They're so valuable." But anyway, I hope you're doing well. It's summertime. It's hot everywhere around America. It's just burning up. Time to get on the summer gear, and enjoy ourselves. But let's take a look here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to keep you too long. Let's take a look and see what we can come up with UU Energy Fuels versus Next Gen NXC. Let's take a look. Subscribe. With uranium now approximately 76.20 per pound. That's a good price. It's had a bump up. But let's take a look here at our stocks that we want to take a look at. These two, and we'll look at the charts and everything here for you here in a second. But UU versus NXC, which is a uranium fuels versus Next Gen. I like the way Yahoo Finance does this. From time to time, they always have these stocks in the same sector versus one another. and I had the opportunity at one of the conferences in Vegas. It had to be about maybe 6 7 years ago or so, because I went against me and Mickey D and the Scoop went against the Motley Fools. This was uh, they were we were comparing the thing was we were comparing Planet 13, which is a big dispensary in Las Vegas, and they had visited, I had visited, blah blah blah. Uh, Sean Broderick, I don't know if you know who he is, but he's a longtime stock picker. He was the judge, and he said that he sided with me. That Planet 13, Mickey D and the Scoop, that Planet 13 was closer to Disneyland than it was, I believe, Walmart or something. We had some fun and stuff. We were just comparing stocks and all kinds of different things. But yeah, I had the privilege of whipping the Motley Fools that day. That was good. Good day. But and next gen, let's get into what we came here for. Energy fuels and next gen are expected to benefit from the accelerating global transition toward nuclear energy, a clean power source. We guys, I've done hundreds of videos on nuclear energy and on uranium, the fuel for nuclear energy. We've got energy fuels. You can take a look at the playlist, ladies and gentlemen. We got 1.28 billion for energy fuels. We're going to go down here, and I'm going to just go to the conclusion. I'm going to give you guys some highlights, and then I'll just go to the conclusion here. I'm messing up here. We'll go here to the conclusion. 3.86 billion for next gen. Um, it's more of an exploration, whereas energy fuels right now is more of a producer of uranium, and they've gotten into rare earths also. So they're going to be doing their thing here. There's a case for energy fuels. As you know, they have uh, the largest, probably best mill right now, the White Mesa Mill. He who controls the mill will control the area, as they say here. But they're getting into rare earths, and that's really where they're going to make their money. Now, the CEO is he's taking it on the back. In fact, I wrote him the other day, telling him he was the first. Keep your head up. There's some positives with the guy. Mr. Chalmers there at Energy Fuels, a really good guy, but he's taking it on the chin here because everybody expected him to do more in uranium than he does in rare earths, and now the rare earths are what's needed. Uh, and uranium is needed also, but when you have a year or two supply and you got months of rare earths or days of rare earths left, then that becomes an issue. But there's a case for next gen also. Their Rick One project, the Arrow deposit, one of the greatest deposits in the world here right now, is the focus there of that company. And I'll take you guys down to the conclusion here for the most part. You can take a look at all this. I'll leave a link for all this, and you can take a look at the price performance evaluations. You can take a look at all this. And I just want to really go over the conclusion, what they concluded. And this is Zacks Investment Research. So what they concluded is, with global nuclear energy expansion boosting uranium demand, both energy fuels and next gen energy are positioned to support Western efforts to reduce reliance on Russia. That's the main thing. We got to reduce reliance on Russia. UUU has branched into rare earth elements and vanadium, but these ventures remain in early development. Given China's dominance of the rare earth industry, uh, the rare earth elements market, it may take time for UUU to establish a competitive presence. UUU's reliance on spot uranium sales also contributes to revenue volatility. I think it's going to probably, it may not take as long as they think it will take. Although Next Gen is still in a development phase, it offers exposure to a high grade, long life asset with strong margin potential. Next Gen ZAC rank is 3, a hold. They're saying hold this baby. Reflects a balance risk reward uh, outlook, whereas ZAC's rank Number four, which is sell, highlights the above mentioned concerns and limits limited near term earnings visibility. So I'm saying to myself, and I'm saying to you that when you starts to ramp up these rare earths and get some things in place, they're going to do pretty good. They're going to do very well. But they've got to ramp up. They got to ramp up their game and get really going, because they also produce the uranium, but they it's not like you can turn the switch and then one week they can do this and one week they can do that. No, they need some time. And when they get some time, they're going to be able to. I think in the long run, both of these stocks right now, which we own, full disclosure, we own both of these stocks. They're going to do very well in the long run. We own them both. We own them both, ladies and gentlemen. We think they're both are pretty much holds right now. On pullbacks, that's when we like to do our damage. We go ahead and jump in and get some more shares. But both of these I bought, just like as full disclosure, we bought them several times. We were a few years back. We were in real early. We bought most of the shares back then, and we've been holding on to these shares. Both of these stocks were under $1 when we started buying them. In fact, Next Gen was like 50 cents, and Energy Fuels was like 80 cents or so. They were really cheap. And I've sold Energy Fuels roughly bought and sold over 40 times. And Energy Fuels is going to go back up to 10. I'm predicting this now. It doesn't have to happen, but it's going to go back up to 10, and you'll have the opportunity to sell at, well, both, all of us will have the opportunity to make a little money again and take a little bit off the table. But I'll leave a video as the last time I sold Energy Fuels, and you guys can take a look. It was for a different reason, though. For a different reason. I'll tell you why. I sold it around 10. The last time I sold it at around 10, 10 or $11 USD. So shout out, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all the graduates out there. You're trying to make your way. You're watching the right show. You're watching the right person. We're going to make it happen for all you graduates out there. Shout out Anthony, your daughter. Shout out to your daughter, man. In fact, when the age you are right now, that's when I retired, man. I retired from my 9 to 5, but you never retire from stock picking and researching. You never. And Gavin, that particular stock we don't cover, but I'll give you some info on that. I'll give Gavin. I'll give you some info on that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get the baby knockout and get these stocks early and get them in a trend right now, we're doing some research in another sector. I'm not going to disclose the sector right now, but we're doing some heavy research, and we have some stocks, and we're going to be there early like we are with a lot of these plays. Hey, if you get in these stocks early and you ride them up, just like we're doing the gold and silver stocks right now, we're just riding these babies up. Are we gonna have pullbacks? Sure, we're gonna have pullbacks, but the overall trend right now is up. In uranium, it's up also in gold and silver right now. Let's not leave out rare earths. There are two in particular, ladies and gentlemen. In the Baby Knockout newsletter, I'm talking to my private students. In the Baby Knockout newsletter, there are two rare earths that I tell you specifically. There are number one pick in this rare earth, and there are number one pick in that rare earth. Those two, focus on those two stocks. Focus on those two stocks. Also, our AI trade right now. Our Navy AI baby knockout has broken out. Now, you guys know the Air Force Army baby knockout broke out, went way up, and it came back down, and now it's finding its way right now trading a little sideways, but it's going to go back up also. So I really think these stocks are, the numbers don't lie with these stocks. These stocks are doing exceptionally well. So if you don't have that information, you gotta let me know what time it is, man. The Baby Knockout newsletter is only $99 for the year. Now I know I always make a mistake and say the monthly. It's not. It's for the year. Just like I've been calling energy fuels uranium fuels now for what, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I've been calling it, and you guys know what I mean. That's why, see, when I make mistakes, you guys can handle it, and I just want that crew that can handle it. They know Mickey D is not perfect. He does what he can do, and he stays in his lane. With the rare earths, we're right on it. The Bitcoin, we're right on it. The gold and silver, we're right on it. And we stay in our lane, man. I want to dabble with some oil stocks or something. Be my guest. Do what you want to do. If you want to dabble here and there, yeah. But our areas right now are doing very, very well. They're going to break out big. I mean, these are career makers. When I tell you those number ones, those are career makers, ladies and gentlemen. And sure, I'll disclose them when they get up to, teenagers. And, by that time, we would have already made the money that we made. Let's face it, you get in a stock super early when the stock is just a few, you know, just not even 50 cents, and you ride these stocks up like we're doing right now with, oh, it's a great feeling, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great feeling. Pennies and patience. All you got to do, you get in these good companies and you got to wait, ladies and gentlemen. That's Wall Street. Wall Street is about patience. It's about patience, man. I don't care what level you are, if you're buying $1 million, $1 million worth of stock, if you're buying $500 worth of stocks, this thing is about pennies and patience. I started with $500, you know. I've got several accounts now that are doing okay. Okay. Look at me. I live in America. Okay. Yeah. Now, if I make $25 million last year, I'm still doing okay. I didn't, but I'm just telling you, I live in America. So, in America, you got to be cool in America, you know. And I know, Anthony, you down there in Texas, you know. Oh, my girl's in Texas. Oh, man. You know who I'm talking about. She got the Congress on lockdown. We loving her. Anyway, you guys take care, and pennies and patience. I don't need to be on this thing. I'm going to give you guys updates from time to time. But as long as as long as the bulls are running, ladies and gentlemen, and you're setting stops, and you know mentally where you want to get out, what positions you want to get out of, you want piece of cake, piece of cake. Love you. God bless you. When you guys need energy, you need strength, look up. Thank you.